Shot focuses on Hizaki standing before the historic tomb, making some grand speech. After the interview wraps up, the reporters thank him, happy with the footage they got. Hizaki plays the polite celebrity, saying he can't wait to see the article. But as soon as they're gone, he heads deeper into the mausoleum where his men are busy digging. He asked whether they had found the entrance. They eagerly point to a hidden passage, asking if this is what they've been looking for. Suddenly, a voice calls out from behind. When Kanagi arrived, expecting to retake the exam, the kids saw what they were doing. For him, this was a sacred place. The memory of the people he admired most was there. When he tried to stop the darn looters, Hizaki Kaiza hit him with all the force an A-rank awakened could muster. The punch was brutal. Kanagi felt many things inside him shatter. The guys shouted that they had taken everything valuable. All those things were inside. Kanagi felt like he was about to die, and even then, he only thought about how wrong this was. They couldn't steal this. Hizaki Kaiza then grabbed Kanagi and said he knew everything about the kid, the weakest student, obsessed with the ancestors who lived in the library, reading books. His perfect plan was to throw the protagonist into the river behind the sanctuary and make him take the blame for opening the founder's tomb. The hit Kanagi took earlier was really meant to kill him. When he was thrown into the water, he had no strength left. As he sank, he remembered how he had trained every day, studied his hardest to achieve his dream, and it was all in vain. Then at the bottom of the lake, lights lit up around him. Despite the cold water, a comfortable warmth came from them. Kanagi heard them say something about him being the vessel for this generation. The heroic spirits were sealed in this place. In Kanagi's hand was the crest of nothingness. It gave no power to its bearer. However, whoever possessed it could possess the spirit of any founder. Kanagi had to choose now which of the heroes he would make a contract with. Magic, endurance, swordsmanship, spear art, any of them. The protagonist then shouted that he chose all of them. He wanted all the powers. The heroes said it didn't work like that, but they were all sucked into the mark. All the souls went inside the seal. Hizaki and his thief friends were still near the lake when they heard the sound of an explosion in the water. By some miracle, one of the guys happened to have an umbrella with him. The three could hardly believe that the guy floating in front of them was Kanagi, the loser who had just died. When the protagonist landed in front of them, his expression was completely different. But they still insulted him again, saying not even cockroaches were that resilient. The protagonist found a nearby stick interesting. The two guys laughed at him and mocked him for trying to fight with a stick, sarcastically comparing him to John Wick. Kanagi wasn't fazed and kept testing his moves. Then Hizaki, in a serious tone, told them to make sure he didn't leave the bottom of the lake again. One of the guys then drew his sword and promised to throw Kanagi back into the lake. When the guy made a real sword attack, several cuts in 1 second. The guy couldn't even see, only felt it when his body started to fall apart. Hizaki and the chubby guy could hardly believe the scene before them. There was no way this guy was the same loser from before. The chubby guy cast his most powerful magic. Kanagi was known